Magneto, Mutants Will Rule. This card has a strength icon in the top left hand corner, and it costs 4 recruitment points. When you purchase this card, you get the value of 2 plus recruitment points, and the effect states dodge. Let's go to the rulebook so we can understand the term dodge. Dodge means during your turn you may discard this card from your hand to draw another card. This ability represents the trickiness and resourcefulness of the villainous allies. Many dodge cards have conditional effects, so that sometimes you want to play them and sometimes you want to dodge them away. Dodge also helps you sculpt your hands toward recruit points or attack as you desire. When you dodge a card from your hand, ignore all other text on the card. The only exception is Green Goblin's Goblin Glider, which specifically tells you to do something when you dodge with it. When you dodge a card from your hand, you didn't play that card, so the dodged card's ally, class, or color doesn't help you use the superpower abilities of the other cards you played that turn. Some allies in this set count the number of cards you discarded this turn. This includes cards you discarded with dodge. It has a superpower symbol with the strength icon, which means that if you have another card in your hand and you play it with the strength icon in the top left hand corner, you get the effect that states, choose a player. That player reveals a Brotherhood ally or gains a Bindings. If a Bindings is gained this way, you get +1 recruitment points. Magnetic Levitation. This card has a ranged icon in the top left hand corner of the card, and it has a recruitment price of 3. When you purchase this card, it has a base strength value of +1 plus. The effect states dodge. You may choose a Bindings from your hand or discard pile and have another player gain that Bindings. If you do, you get +2 strength. Weapons from Scrap Metal. This card has a ranged icon in the top left-hand corner of the card, and it comes at the price of 5 recruitment points. When you purchase this card, it has a base strength value of 3. The effect states, if you discarded any cards this turn, draw a card. The main event card, Master of Magnetism, has a ranged icon in the top left hand corner, and it comes at the price of 7 recruitment points. When you purchase this card, it has a base strength value of 4 plus. It has a super power icon with the Brotherhood logo, which means that again, if you have another card in your hand being played this turn with the Brotherhood symbol in the top left hand corner, you get the effect which states, for each other Brotherhood ally you played this turn, choose a player to gain a Bindings. If you get, then you get +2 strength for each Bindings gained this turn. Let's go to the rulebook so we can fully understand what a Bindings is. Some special abilities make you gain Bindings cards, representing your villainous allies getting bound or restrained by those accursed superheroes. When a player gains a Bindings, take a Bindings from the Bindings stack and put it into that player's discard pile. Bindings don't have any recruit points or attack, so when you draw Bindings into your hand is weaker than normal. Some cards let you KO your Bindings, so you don't have to worry about them anymore. Other cards can even turn Bindings to your benefit. When heroes try to bind Magneto, he just uses his magnetism powers to use those Bindings as a weapon against them. Bindings cards aren't allies. If a card tells you to KO one of your allies, you can't KO a Bindings. since bindings aren't allies. However, if a card says KO one of your cards, then you can KO a bindings. You only gain bindings when a card effect tells you to. You can't recruit bindings by paying recruitment points. Bindings have a 0 cost, however, you cannot recruit bindings into your deck. You can only gain them when a card effect tells you to. If you're playing a game where you're constantly being wounded or bound, Magneto is going to be a card to help curb that. He's going to soften the blow. Now, people have different ways of playing this game. They mix it up a bit. I, on the other hand, I have a certain way of doing things. When I play this game, I mix my wounds and bindings together so they come at random. This is a completely optional thing. You do not have to play that way. It's just something I like to do for fun. So sometimes Magneto is going to be good, and other times not so much, especially if you're playing strictly by the rules, which is going to be difficult to really utilize Magneto's abilities because most cards in this game say gain a wound, and bindings are kind of, it's been watered out, if you will. So Magneto, he's not really going to be that great of a card, unfortunately, because Magneto is one of my favorite villains in the X-Men story. It is important to take into consideration the fact that most of his cards have a ranged icon in the top left-hand corner. He has 9 cards that way and 5 cards with the strength icon, so if you do plan on using him, I would pair him wisely with other ranged heroes to fully utilize his powers. But keep in mind that his superpower abilities can only be utilized with Brotherhood logo hero class or the strength icon in the top left-hand corner of the card. So if you're using him for his ranged icon, let's hope that it's to help other villains or heroes as you play this game. Thank you for paying attention to Magneto.